Well, if you're in Walton and Okaloosa County, you've probably seen quite a few construction projects. If you're wondering what these projects are, we got an answer. Here's News 13's Kimber Collins with We Should Talk.
For We Should Talk today, joining me is Ian Satter, one of the public information directors with Florida Department of Transportation. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm doing well, fighting the heat. What we want to talk about with you guys specifically, there are 11 different projects in Okaloosa and Walton County that FDOT is working on. Specifically in Walton County, can you tell the public, what are y'all doing there?
Well, I think some of the main projects people probably notice, obviously, is the widening project we have going on from Mac Bayou Road to County Road 38. That project began in May of 2021. It's just a little under $16 million. And what we're doing is we're widening that roadway from 4 to 6 lanes. We have about 44,000 vehicles that travel that roadway each day. So by widening this 1.8 mile stretch of roadway, we're going to reduce congestion, which leads to our main focus, which is improving safety. So that's one of the big things that we're working on right now in Walton County. At the same time, you have a couple of resurfacing projects that are occurring on US 98. One basically from Village Road to 331. We began that one in April of last year. Should be finishing that one up pretty shortly here in the next month or two. And then the other one they probably noticed is we were resurfacing from Peach Creek to 331. And that one's about 4.5 miles, and we should be finished with that one later this year.
The resurfacing, from what I've seen driving back and forth from Panama City, a lot of that work is being done overnight, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah, and the reason we do resurfacing work at night is several reasons. But the key there is that it is the time of day where we have the least amount of traffic on the roadway. So the amount of vehicles that are coming in and out of the work zone provides us an opportunity to do that work without disturbing people who are trying to get to work, school, people who are traveling mostly during the day. So a lot of the work you see on the resurfacing project, as well as our widening projects, will happen at night. So we have a less of an impact for the traveling public.
And for locals, it seems the running joke is 98 will never be finished. That's what a lot of people say, is just there's constantly work going on. If you were to be able to put a timeline for Walton County residents, when can they expect 98, the main thoroughfare, to be ready and open for 6 lanes of travel?
Looking at the widening project that we've got going on, we're looking at the early part of 2024. Again, all of our projects are based on weather permitting. So if we get some, large storms or other things that happen in the area, that can affect the timeline. But the major project, the widening project, should finish up, I would say, probably around spring, early summer of next year.
When 98 is finished and it's 6 lanes, what is this going to look like? I mean, at the end of the day, this is what we need this here. Mm-hmm. What is it going to look like?
Well, again, you'll go from 4 to 6 travel lanes. You're going to have bicycle lanes, sidewalks, and multi-use paths. So not only are we looking at the needs of the driving public who use motorized vehicles, but we have to look at all aspects of transportation, and that includes having safe facilities for pedestrians with having the sidewalks in place and a multi-use trail for people who are walking or bicycling. So you're going to have multiple things there that are going to improve safety for all of our users in that region. So when you look at 98 as a whole, it stretches all the way across Northwest Florida, and we have multiple projects going on widening certain segments in different counties. For example, there's a widening project that's occurring right now in Santa Rosa County. We will begin a project coming up where we will start resurfacing portions of US 98 called Back Beach Road in Panama City Beach. So as we look at these areas, we do constant studies to look and determine whether or not there's a need to widen. We also work with local organizations. An example in this region is the Okaloosa Walton Transportation Planning Organization, where they are a group of elected officials that gather together and determine which areas in their region think there are the highest needs for transportation improvement. So we work with them to look at which areas needed to be funded, which areas they feel are the most important, because obviously the people who live in those areas are the best people to know the issues that they're facing on a day-to-day basis. So there's a strong cooperation between those organizations as well to prioritize and fund those projects.
All right, Ian Satter with Florida Department of Transportation joining us today. Thank you so much, and I hope all the construction workers can battle the heat out there and get the work going.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can to make sure our folks are safe out there. We appreciate everybody also out there making sure as they're driving through these work zones, pay attention, slow down, and be aware of not only the vehicles that are entering the construction zone, but the people that work there and have to return to their families every day.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you.